Yowee! Welcome to my YouTube channel, Live a Little, Love a Lot. My name is Aditi Gupta, and here I am to bring to you the first story of 2026. The title of the story is called The Real Picture. Go grab yourself a cuppa, get cozy, it's still chilly outside. Let's do this. I'm going to start reading. Maya? Maya, where's my charger, Maya? What? I can't hear you. I'm in the shower. My charger, where have you kept it? He sounded irritated, agitated, angry. This was an everyday story. Their children had named their father the Grump. And even then, they still loved him and accepted him for what he was. Maya stepped out of the bathroom, half dressed, not allowing her husband to take up her personal space. Her wet hair was tied in a towel. Her body was soaking up all the olive oil she had just applied after a bath. Maya, I'm asking you something. Where is my charger? I don't know, Rohan. I have not seen it. Neither do I ever fiddle with your things. She gave him a long, blank stare. Now I have to get ready. I need to get to work. It's typical. He rolled his eyes. Maya had stopped noticing the silence in their home. It had settled into the walls over the years, quiet, heavy, and it had become strangely familiar. Even the brrr of the washing machine or the clinking of the lunch boxes couldn't drown it anymore. Silence had become the soundtrack of their marriage. And before stepping out on Friday morning, Rohan and Maya had crossed each other's path in the kitchen, like two people sharing a co-working space. Did you find it? Maya asked, making herself a cup of coffee. He grunted. It was in Vihan's room. She let out a long sigh. Listen, Rohan began. Please don't. Let's not do this today. At least today. So before Rohan could even say anything else or complete his sentence, he watched his wife storm out of the house with a bag and a coffee on the go. It was their 10th anniversary that day. And neither of them even mentioned it. So by the time Maya reached work, she had shoved the thought right out of her head. There were meetings to survive, clients to handle, reels that needed to be edited before lunch. Her calendar had no space for celebration. And her husband's day, Rohan, was not any different. Back-to-back calls, client escalations, and a headache. Obviously, a headache that followed from morning to evening. So these two finally got home after work. And something felt decidedly odd. So they finally got home after work. And something felt completely out of place. So Tara, their 6-year-old daughter, was standing in the middle of the living room. She had made a card, a beautiful card, scribbled crayons and everything. And her elder brother, Vihan, was hovering beside her. He was shifting nervously. So the parents entered. Mama, Papa, today is a special day. Maya blinked. Arjun paused mid-step. Rani, their house help, lingered into the picture. She had a very soft expression on her face. And she said that they've been planning this for more than a week. Vihan stepped forward. His voice was small but determined. Can we go out for dinner? All 4 of us, since it's your anniversary. Now Maya's heart squeezed. And Arjun looked torn between guilt and exhaustion. Both the children gave their parents a long stare. They looked at each other blankly. You know what? Forget it. Tara, come. There is no point. We never go anywhere. I'll just cancel the reservation. Come, let's go play. Let's do something else. The parents said yes. At the same time, almost in sync for the very first time that day. They both knew that there was no way they could back out and could say no to this. So the family of 4 entered a family restaurant nearby home. It had bright lights, noisy tables, cheerful chaos. The kind of place where anniversaries were not really celebrated. They sat with the kids in between them like buffers. So how was school, beta? Maya asked, attempting a smile. Tara immediately started rambling about sports day selection. Vihan corrected her timeline, and before she could exaggerate any further, Arjun laughed once, obviously, politely. Maya scrolled through the menu, although she already knew what she wanted to eat. And when the food came, the chatter thinned, the silence returned, polite, strained, familiar. After dinner, Maya stood up. Let's take a picture. Arjun let out a breath, but he did not protest. She clicked one of her and Arjun. His smile stiff, hers bright enough to hide how forced it felt. And then another of all four of them around the table. Another after they'd eaten, and again another at the entrance, pretending joy under fairy lights. Was this even necessary? Arjun asked. Oh, sweetheart, it's for the gram. He didn't respond. So later that night, after reaching home, the kids tucked in, Arjun sat on the sofa with his laptop open but untouched. Maya curled up on the bed, scrolling through photos, picking filters, crafting a beautiful caption that made their evening look tender and intentional. She finally posted, 10 years, 2 kids, and a world of love. Grateful. She tagged him. She tagged her husband. She tagged Rohan. Rohan's phone buzzed. He read the caption twice. Love. Grateful? He locked his phone, stared at the dark screen for a long time. Neither of them slept well that night. So Saturday morning, the house was unusually quiet. Tara was drawing in one corner, Vihan was building something with Lego, Rani was busy chopping vegetables in the kitchen, and Maya and Arjun sat separately, lost in their screens, scrolling through notifications. The comments started to pour in. Wow, couple goals. Perfect family, God bless you. You two are made for each other. Power couple. Arjun scoffed under his breath. Seriously? Seriously? Perfect couple? Maya reread the comments, one after the other. Their admiration felt like a sham. Well, it is a lie, she thought, but somehow it feels so good. So throughout the day, they tried to avoid each other. Finally, they accidentally ran into each other. She was putting away folded clothes, and Rohan, as usual, was looking for his charger. He looked at Maya, holding her gaze. He was no longer furious, but he was resentful. Some quiet, painful questions sat between them. Were we really like that couple on Instagram? Were we? How did we even end up in this place? Burdened, overworked, disconnected, resentful, irritated, angry. The moment lingered long after they looked away. By evening, Rohan closed his laptop and he told his wife, Maya, come, let's go for a walk. She stared at him. She was taken back. She had this instinctive fear that he wanted to argue about last night or confront her about the post or, start one of the usual loops of the blame and the shame. But there was something different in his face this time. He looked tired, he looked exhausted, really exhausted, but he was softer. She agreed reluctantly. Her inner voice could not say no. They walked down their lane through the soft winter evening. The air smelled faintly of dust and freshly brewed tea. They didn't speak at first. It felt strange to be next to each other without the children filling their silence. Halfway down, Arjun cleared his throat. He said, let's try something. She glanced at him. She was curious to know, but still apprehensive, I saw a reel on Instagram, and I thought, why not? Okay, she replied. I thought you weren't really into Instagram. I know, Baba, but at least please hear me out, Maya. Come on. She paused. 3 things I love about you, he said, and 1 thing that hurt me last week. just one. That grabbed her attention. She was all ears. This wasn't a man who was trying to shut himself out behind the scenes or behind sarcasm. This was someone who was actually trying. Okay, she whispered. So Rohan began. I love how you talk so nicely and so politely to everybody, even strangers. I love how you tuck in the kids every night, no matter how late you get home from work. And I love how you still chase your dreams and you don't let them die just because life gets complicated. Her throat tightened. And what hurt you? She asked gently. That day you corrected me sharply in front of the kids. It made me feel really small. I didn't like it. The honesty stung, not because it was harsh, because it was true. She breathed slowly and she said, my turn. He nodded. She said, I love how you wake up the kids in the morning with patience. I don't have that much patience to handle mornings. And she said, it's something I just can't do. I love how you handle crisis without making us feel unsafe. And I love that you still try even when you're exhausted. You don't quit on us. Arjun's eyes softened. And what hurt you? He asked. You forgot our anniversary. You forgot our 10th anniversary. You didn't even look at me in the morning. You just rambled on about your stupid freaking charger. He closed his eyes. The guilt washed over him. They walked down the rest of the way home without speaking. The next Sunday, Rohan asked again, walk? And this time Maya willingly agreed. And they followed on the last week's protocol. The words came more easily this time. Over the next few days, their home changed, slowly, with love. The dinner table became a shared space again. The kids laughed more. The screen stayed off a little longer. Arguments didn't vanish, but they softened. Maya posted fewer polished photos. And Rohan stayed in the same room more often. They didn't magically transform into the perfect couple. There is no perfect couple. They simply started choosing each other again, deliberately, gently, imperfectly. So 3 months later, during their walks, on one Sunday, Rohan halted. And he said, I didn't enter your life dramatically. I just slipped in. Maya smiled, remembering the easy way he had once walked into her college party and sat beside her as if he belonged. She knew that this wasn't her happily ever after. She knew, Maya knew. And it was not a perfect picture, but it was a real picture. And somehow, Maya understood that she should embrace it and not let it slip away. That's the end of the story, the real picture. I hope you like it. If you liked it, do share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Stay tuned for the next one. Take care.